What's up, guys? Welcome back to VR Outdoors. It's day 4 out on the ranch, and we're running a little late, so we're already trying to haul ass to get to the blinds. So see y'all there. Feeder just went off a few minutes ago. I'm in the blind that Derek hunted last night, and there's a nice 8-point that came out to the feeder for a little bit and then went into the brush just now. I'm thinking it's probably the same 8 that Derek saw. He's not bad. Maybe a couple years he'll be a little bit better. But that's promising to see a buck like that already. We'll see if he comes back out. But here's the setup. The feeder's right there. And then I put some corn down that road. I got some corn down this road to the right. And a little corn down that road right there. So maybe we'll get lucky and something will just cross the road and find the corn. But we got a cold front coming in this afternoon. So hopefully that means they're going to be out and about this morning. Before the weather gets nasty, it's supposed to get windy and possibly rain. So we'll see. It's 7:20. That buck hasn't come back out. I got a doe to my left, and Chewy just took a shot. So that buck that was here walked to the left out that way. I don't know if it went all the way to him, but I couldn't get a good sight with this guy because it was too dark. So it's possible that was the buck and it went over there. But here's that doe walking into the brush right now. So we'll have to see what he shot when we get over there after the hunt. Let's see if I can have some luck. I had to make a run up to the house to go to the bathroom real quick. I'm walking back and there was a deer crossing the road. Looked like a decent buck going over to the blind. So I'm gonna try to walk up this way, see if I can't see it. Maybe it'll be a shooter. Let's see what we can see. Made it back to the blind. No sign of that buck yet. Hopefully he hasn't already crossed and just gone. Hopefully he's still in the brush working his way this way, but we'll see. Hey, nothing's showing up, so I'm gonna try rattle and see if anything can come out. It's not gonna work, but hey, it's worth a shot at this point. Almost 9 o'clock already. Well, that was some weird timing. I rattled, looked up, oh, there's another deer. Hold on. As I was saying, right after I rattled, a doe and a yearling walked out way down the lane. I can barely see him out there, and I don't think they came because of the rattling. I don't think they heard it, or they just ignored it. But now there's another doe out there. But even if it was a buck, it's too far to even see how many points it is. Just let it walk, keep an eye on it, and maybe something else will come out. You finally get your redemption?
I got my redemption.
Let's take a look. Yeah.
That's the buck I saw this morning.
Was it really?
He came to
No,
the
it
feeder
was
for,
not.
yeah, he came to the feeder for a couple of minutes. Those two real small tines, I couldn't see because it was so dark this morning.
Yeah.
Like he came out right after the feeder, and I was looking at him like, I'm guessing that's the 8, but he doesn't look nearly as wide as Derek.
There's no way because he came out. That guy came out from the pond.
Oh, he came out that way?
Yeah, walking down the road.
Well,
towards going that way.
the one I saw was just like that. Oh. And he came out only for a few minutes and then walked off that way.
Yeah, no, he came from the. He was like he was at the pond or something. But he came down the road towards me, and he was at that like first telephone pole, and he kept coming closer as he got lighter out. And I thought he was making it. And he got closer, he got lighter out, and I like counted, 5 and 5. And then right as I was getting the rifle up, ready to take the shot, he made a U-turn and started walking away. And he got past that telephone pole, and right before he went into the brush, he stopped perfectly broadside, looked back at me. I ducked feeder like crazy. I thought I fucking missed because I couldn't find a blood trail. And then I went looking for him and still couldn't find a blood trail, but saw this like big white belly just like sticking up in a bush. It was perfect.
Nice. Well, Chewy got his deer, so let's see what we can do this afternoon, huh? So what'd you see, Casey?
Wasn't much going on. Saw a little 7 and a decent 8 point, and a little baby spike buck. That was it. Nothing else.
Yeah. Well, seems like we're seeing a bunch of small
For next year.
deer that have potential to grow. So if we don't get one this year, maybe next year.
Look at that big deer.
Wow, big ass cow, or bull. So we're driving up here where we saw a deer, see if we can't get a better look at it. But chances are it'll run before we get to see it. Just dropped off Casey. Chewy already headed home. Casey is going to be hunting where I hunted the first night, and then Derek's hanging out at the house. I'm going to that blind where we just set up the feeder. So something different, has potential. Maybe right as this cold front's starting to blow through, they'll be moving around and something will come across. We'll see. It's the last evening hunt and getting towards the end, so maybe we'll get lucky. There's 2 coyotes over there. But I don't have a gun quiet enough to try to shoot those. Not with me, at least. Don't want to just shoot with a big gun and scare everything else away. Just trotting on down the road. It's something, but not what we want. I completely forgot to show you all the setup, so yeah, the coyotes were back there. And I've got some corn down that road, so I've got that behind me. And I've got the feeder that we set up down there. I've got corn down on the road, almost to the uphill down over there. So hopefully if anything tries to go through there, it'll see the corn and stop. So hopefully something will come through soon, or at some point tonight. The cold front just blew in. We weren't expecting it to come in this early, and it's definitely put a chill in the air, and it's windy as hell. So hopefully the deer will move because it's cold, but hopefully they not bundling down because of the wind. So I'm not really sure what's gonna happen, but it's windy as hell and it's starting to get cold, and it's only gonna get colder. So we'll see. Might be a bust tonight, maybe tomorrow morning. Finally got a deer to come out and stick around. A little spike. As you can probably tell, it's pretty windy now. But hopefully now that spike's eating, maybe something else is eating and come out. Cross your fingers. Couldn't get the camera out in time, but there's 2 deer over there to the right of that tree that were just fighting. They're walking this way. Neither of them are very big. with some light. Let's see if something comes out last minute. If not, I'll see y'all back at the house.
Besides does?
Nope, just a bunch of does. 7 different ones, all with fawns, came out within 5 minutes of each other.
That's crazy. I had like the same thing. I had that little spike show up, and then all of a sudden I see a deer with antlers back there. I'm like, oh shit. Probably a little 4, 6 point, something small like that. And then look behind me and doe. And then 2 more does. God dang. So, something about it. They were waiting until 5:45 to come out.
Yeah.
I don't know. Something with the weather, I'm sure. And there you have it, another end of the day. Probably not gonna record tomorrow unless I see something cool. It's just gonna be a morning hunt, then cleaning up and heading home. So if I see something cool, maybe I'll throw it in at the end of this one or figure out a way to do it. But we're about to just sit by the fire, hang out and relax for the night, and that's gonna be it. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what y'all thought about the series. Little short little thing, 4 days. And see you next time.